Hello, YouTube. It's Black Tiger Miner here again. Welcome you guys back to the Black Tiger Miner channel. Thank you guys for your support and your comments and just overall following the channel. I really appreciate that. But today we're looking at Fetch.Ai. And if you haven't noticed, Fetch.Ai or FET has been running lately. So let's see for the week. It's up 25.9%. And for the month, it's up. Where is it? That's weird. I don't see it. Oh, yeah, here it is. It's down 2.5%. And for the day, it's up 7.7%. And the last hour, it's up 0.3%. Interesting. So just kind of want to look through here for live coin watch. It's saying for the last hour, it's up 0.8%. The last 24 hours, 7.34%. The last 7 days, 26.24%. The last 30 days, 1.29%. The last 90 days, sorry, 62.17%. With a current supply of 911 million and total supply 1.1 billion. And I've previously made videos kind of about some of the projects they're working on. So we're just doing this. And I have a video of a price prediction that said it could 50x. So we'll get to that in a second. So for the day, it's up 7.0%. And Bitcoin is actually up 10.19%, and Ethereum is up 9.24%, which is drastically different from the dip it was in this morning. So let's check out the Twitter page for Fetch.Ai. Excuse me. Fetch.Ai hit a alt rank out of the top 4,359 coins across the market. I didn't know there was 4,553 coins out there, but that's interesting to know. Social activity is soaring with social engagement hitting an all-time high at 54.67 million. Total 3 months of social engagement, 1.2 billion. And I haven't really seen where anyone else is tracking the social engagement. So that's a new one as well. And just looking through the site, there is a conversation, I guess, with the CEO. I think that was, let's see, I saw that earlier. I guess that was today or, yeah. So 5 hours ago, just overall, over an hour, Fetch AI CEO speaking live at Crypto Mondays UK. Focus on the potential of AI agents and the mix between AI and Web3 and more. So I might check that out later as well. So let's click to this price prediction by Crypto Doze and see what he has to say.
Filthy rich in the next bull market. A lot of people are calling this a scam. A lot of people are calling this the future. Now, we know AI has been skyrocketing in 2023 already. We know AI is going to be big. Now, we can see Fetch AI is not only AI, it's in the Cosmos ecosystem, it's AI, big data, collectible and NFTs, and Internet of Things, IoT. Fetch.Ai is currently traded at 40 cents with a market cap of $328 million right here and the volume of $96 million. So we can see the volume to market cap ratio is currently sitting at 30%, even though the volume is down 60%. So 30% of the market cap is being traded, which is fairly high. Ranked 120, 180,000 people on the watch list. A lot of people are calling this a scam. I don't think so. Fetch AI announced a fresh founding at $250 million valuation. Now, of course, this is old news. This happened at the beginning of April, end of March. Okay, so this is exactly what's happening. $250 million is $250 million to essentially fund a project and essentially keep going and keep growing. The market cap is sitting at 328 billion. A 10x from here would bring Fetch.Ai FET to a market cap of $3 billion, and of course 20x 6 billion, and on and on and on. 100x would bring Fetch.Ai to a market cap of $32 billion. We know how high AI can go. Let's have a look at a technical analysis real quick to see where FET can go. Before that, actually, let's have a look at the market cap all-time high. We could see that FET actually had a $700 million market cap in the past. Okay, now that's only 2x from here. That's not crazy, right? It could definitely go back there. If we have a look at the trading view, we can see that in this area, a lot of people thought that Fetch was dead, kind of crashed, consolidated, and then essentially pumped again. So we're recovering right now and kind of entering a sort of an inverse head and shoulder type of thing right now. I don't know if that's really accurate. I don't know if this can be considered an inverse head and shoulder, but we know an inverse head and shoulder essentially is when you have two tops, right? Which makes a left shoulder, starts by a bottom, which is usually something like that. I don't know why it's, I don't know if this would really be considered one, and then followed by a right shoulder. And it seems like the right shoulder right now is completing. If I take the top of the neckline to the bottom of where it started and you extend that, boom, that would give us a price of 92 cents, which is close to $1. Now we can see Fetch is currently sitting at 40 cents. Assuming that we break out of here, we should be having a nice little move. Now we're also did break a nice little weekly downtrend. Okay, so this is the weekly downtrend ever since we had that crazy pump. And when I mean crazy pump, guys, we really exploded. I mean 879% in matter of weeks, 2 months maybe. That is a lot of money. That's 8x, especially in a bear market. And right now we're just consolidating, entering this nice little bull flag right here. So can we see Fetch.Ai really explode? Because if I take this to the top and I extend that, this should be essentially our breakout. Sorry, the breakout would be right here. This should essentially be our target, sitting at 79 cents. Now, of course, it's not going to be 8x, 110%, but that's of course still very good. That's that on the weekly time frame. Let's have a look at the daily time frame real quick. We can see that on the daily time frame, we also did break this downtrend on the daily time frame right here, and we're currently pumping to the upside. We also did hold this support region very well, and now we're retesting this resistance right here. So we did have a lot of conflict right here. This was support. We had some conflict right here, and now we're retesting this area right here. So a break above this very important support line would essentially be positive and would most likely bring Fetch.Ai to 46 cents. But as of right now, we're going to need to see if we can close above that resistance right here on the daily time frame, and of course if we could close above this trend line right here on the weekly time frame. Now keep in mind that the weekly time frame does end in 11 hours, so I think it's going to happen. I think we're going to close above the downtrend. We have to make a nice little closed candle. Now it really depends how you really draw your lines. I know a lot of people will draw their lines like this, which is, I do it like that sometimes. And of course, people can do it really, stick to the body, which is like that. Now, if we really stick to the body on the weekly time frame, Fetch.Ai still did not break out technically. Okay, so we're still in this bull flag, and we're going to need to break out essentially. And I'm not saying have a wig, but we're going to need to essentially break out of here in order to have that confirmation. Because if we just have wicks right here, these are false breakouts. We saw it multiple times right here where we had false breakouts, and of course to the downside too, right? The weekly, everyone thought this was going to be bearish. Boom, came back up and essentially re-enter that channel, and now we're exactly happening and exactly doing the same thing on the weekly time frame this week in 11 hours and 2 seconds. Now of course we're going to have to see what Bitcoin does. If Bitcoin pump, we're most likely going to see Fetch pumping. Usually the last 4 or 5 hours of the weekly candle, that's usually when we see a lot of volume. So because the futures CME charts are usually open, so we're going to have to see what happens around then. Bitcoin overall is looking okay. It's not really doing much. I mean, if we have a look on the daily time frame, it's just consolidating. It's been a very quiet weekend for Bitcoin overall, just very slow consolidating, and that's about it. Usually when we have this pattern right here, we usually come back to the downside. It's usually a Bart Simpson pattern, but we're going to have to see overall where Bitcoin goes. In my opinion, I think we're going to continue to the upside right here. We know the trend is your friend until it bends. There's no question about that. It seems like this is a very slight and cute trend line, and that's about it. Now, of course, if Bitcoin pumps, we're most likely going to see Fetch pumping. If Bitcoin dumps, we're most likely going to see Fetch dumping. Now, right here, FET is had a nice little pump right here of 25%, guys, in matter of a couple of days. Okay, so 2 3 days we had a 25% pump, and of course after a crazy pump like that we're usually going to consolidate, and that's about it. It seems like right here we do and are holding this nice little support region right here if I draw this line, and that's about it. We're going to see if we can essentially break this neckline at 42 cents. If we can break that, that's going to be very very good for FET. And if you guys like these videos, of course don't forget to
Okay, guys, what do you think about this price prediction for Fetch? I'm just really getting into Fetch. I have invested some, and I have some Fetch coins. I picked it up from an early video that I made, I think around February, March time frame. But I hadn't actually made a video. So I was just getting back into looking at some of the Fetch numbers and some of the price predictions. So let me know if you think this is a scam or if it's a legit AI or if it's something we do need to track. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe and comment. Let me know your thoughts, yay, nay, or flat. Thanks for your time. Thanks for tuning into the Black Tiger Miner YouTube channel. Sorry about that. And we're out. Let's get back to the money, guys.